Okay, thank you, Ivan. It's honor to us, Indonesia Research Institute for Tea and Sincona, to have a collaboration with Daru, Korea. Okay, everyone, we will start our webinar today. Indika, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Fanny. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and thank you for attending today's webinar. My name is Indika and I will be the moderator of the webinar today. And today we will presenting about Korean tea history and the tea cities presented by Anderson Lee. Mr. Lee itself is a representative of Daru Korean Tea platform. Before we started, if any of you have question or more, please type and send them to the Zoom chat with formats such as name, underscore your question, and I will read the questions when the Q&A session is started. Without further ado, we will turn the time over to Mr. Lee. For Mr. Lee, the time and place is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anderson from Korea, and I am a representative of the tea platform Daru. So today, we're gonna learn about the tea history and the tea city of the Korea. Should I share the screen, Luna? Yes, I think that the network is not working. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Anderson.
Yes. Yes, I think okay, it's my turn. So
Okay.
I share the screen.
Okay, please share your screen. Thank you.
Can you see my screen? Fanny, can you see my screen?
Sure, yes, we can see your screen.
Yes. We're gonna run about the Korean tea culture, especially for tea history and tea city. Before starting, let me introduce myself. I'm the representative of the tea culture platform, as I introduced before. Our Daru is the biggest tea content platform in the Korea. And I'm from the Seoul National University. And this is me. It is a similar to screen, as you see. So this is our national flag. It's called the Taegukgi. And I introduced Daru more. So our Daru has only Instagram. So we have 3,400 followers until today. So if you have a Instagram, please follow to our channel. Yes. So this content is it's about health. So tea has a ingredient called catechin. So catechin makes people more young because of chemical interaction. And this is recommending the tea house of the Korea. And this is about the tea information. interesting tea information. And before starting the lecture, I prepared the vocabulary session. So yes, I think we'd better to run about the Korean vocabulary about related with tea. So if you have a mic, or if you can repeat after me, please repeat after me. The first is cha.
Cha.
Can you repeat after me? Cha.
Cha.
Cha. Thank you. So cha is a simple word. Yes, it's a tea in English. Cha. Can you repeat after me? Cha.
Ta.
Yeah, cha.
Ta.
And next is sorry. 찻집.
Tatjib.
Cha-chip.
찻집. Yes. 찻집 is mean tea house. So you already heard about the tea house. Tea house is it's like a cafe drinking tea. Can you repeat after me? 찻집.
Cha-chip.
Thank you. We're gonna last words. 다구.
Dagu. Dagu.
다구.
Agu. Kagu.
Yes. This is teaware. Teaware is different. Teaware is yes, not different. Yes, it's various. Teaware, we have a cup. Yes, it's also dagu. Teacup and teapot is also the dagu. And tea chopstick, tea stick is also the dagu. So can you repeat after me? 다구.
Tagu.
Aku.
Yes. 차.
Cha.
찻집.
Chachib.
Cha-chip.
다구.
Kagu.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I gonna ask about the 3 words. What is the tea house in Korea?
Taku.
No.
찻집.
Oh,
cha-chip.
yes. Who are you? Fatin? Right?
Yes.
Thank you. You're correct. And dagu. What is dagu?
Teaware.
Yes, teaware. And what is tea in Korea?
Cha.
Yes, that's a simple word. Cha. Yeah, we know about the Korean tea words. Yes. So we know about the tea words. So we are ready to run about our tea history, tea culture. Could I go to the tea culture? Yes, Fanny, I think you're mute. Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. Pardon? Could you repeat?
Sorry. We go to the run about the tea history. in Korea.
Okay.
This is our map, South Korea. Our Korea is actually has two types of Korea. We have divided it into North Korea and South Korea. Also, North Korea is not my hometown. I'm living in South Korea, in Seoul. So we are one nation in South Korea, and this is our capital, Seoul, and yes, but we should know about the ancient Korea to know Korean history. So ancient Korea is like that. So it's not Korea, 고구려, and 백제, and 신라, Kaya. So ancient Korea is divided into 4 countries: 고구려, 백제, Kaya, 신라. Can you remember 4 countries? So we will focusing on Kaya and Silla today. Also, our tea cities in Korea is located south of Korea. Yes, is he handsome? That is Suro Kim. Yes, that's the king of the Kaya. Yes, here, Kaya. So, and right is the He Hwang-ok. She is the queen of the Kaya. But Kim, the Suro Kim is a Korean man, a real Korean man. But He Hwang-ok is not Korean actually. He Hwang-ok was a Indian, so she is an Indian. So when she moved to Kaya from India. So she as she moved to Kaya, she bring the tea seed to Kaya. So that's the origin of the tea in Korea. So He Hwang-ok brings the tea seeds to Kaya in Korea, right? So that's a very interesting point. Kaya is located in Korea, and He Hwang-ok is was an Indian. Yes, and next origin is yes. This is a Kimhae 장군 tea. Kimhae means a reason in Korea, and 장군 tea is a name of the tea. The reason that I show this picture is related with this origin. Yes, He Hwang-ok brings the tea seeds to Kaya, and that tea is a 장군 tea. So it is sold at Kimhae. So in Kimhae, there's a Kimhae 장군 tea. So if you visit to Kimhae, you can drink a 장군 tea. but I never have eaten beef 장군 tea. It is a long distance to me. And next is Shella. Yes. Yes. Sorry. So the next origin is that about Shella and Tang. It is also ancient Korea, but it is different from this. There is a 고구려, 백제, 가야, Shella. It's hard to understanding. Yes, Korean also feels hard. It is difficult to understanding this history. So if you understanding this history, you're doing very well. So Chile is united these 4 countries. So there's one nation in Chile here. Yes, this is Chile, and Paris is also is our another Asian Korea, but today is not focused. We are focused on Shilla and Tang. Yes, Tang is China, Asian China. So Shilla united the 4 countries at that time, and they sent a dispatcher called Daru. Yes, his name is Daru. Daru goes to Asian China, Tang, and he brings the tea seed to Shilla, as Asian Korea. So that's also the origin of our tea culture. But the reason there's the two kinds of origin is actually I don't know. I don't know the reason why we have a 2 origin of our tea culture. But I'm not sure which one is genuine. But yes, that's just the information. So Darum is bring the thesis to Korea, and our tea culture was related with Buddhism because of this origin. Ho Wang-ok is actually Indian, and she brings the Buddhism to our nation, Kaya. So because of this origin, tea culture has a related with Buddhism. So very related with Buddhism. Under picture under the screen is today's Korean Buddhism festival and Buddhism culture. But if you go to the temple, you can see monk drink tea. So at that time, monks led the tea culture of Korea. Korea is also Asian Korea. So at that time, drinking tea was considered as a spiritual training or learning. So, and as I know, at that tea is spent many tea is spent at the Korea period, because the kingdom choose to using tea in national festival like this. So they opened the national festival. When they opened a festival, they used many tea. So tea culture was fermented at the time, but the time goes by. Joseon dynasty ruled the Goryeo dynasty. So the times of Joseon dynasty came at 1392. Then that dynasty chose to hinder worshiping Buddhism. Yes, the Joseon chose the Confucianism, not Buddhism. So the Buddhism was getting weaker. Yes, weaker and weaker. Yes, that picture shows that fact. That was generated at Joseon. So Joseon hated Buddhism, so they cut the neck of this stone like this. Yes, that's horrible. Yes, as the Buddhism getting smaller, yes, the culture of in Korea became smaller too. But the tea culture getting stronger because of these people. 정약용, Kim Jong-hee, Choi. Choi is the biggest one, and we will check the 정약용. 정약용 is the famous, very famous people in Korea, a person in Korea. He was the scientist at Joseon Dynasty, but she loved to drink tea. So his nickname was Tasan. Tasan means could you understand these words?
We don't understand the words.
Oh, really? That's the Chinese word, actually. It is mean tea mountain. So she loves to drink tea, and say why the reason that he has that kinds of nickname is she loves drink tea, and she living in Tea Mountain. So that's a simple reason. She lives in the Tea Mountain, so he has a dasan. And he's a scientist, and she studied about the principle of the people, and she considered tea as a medicine, not favorites. So before at this time, tea was considered as a favorite, but Jung Ya-kyung considered tea as a medicine. So and he also studied tea as a medicine. So the tea culture also getting stronger because of him. And Kim Jong-hee, he also the famous people in Korea. He was a writer in Joseon Dynasty, but he exiled from the kingdom. But he loved to drink tea. So he wrote the article and poem about the tea. So famous tea he wrote is used for textbook in Korea until today. So yes, he is because of him, as the tea culture also getting stronger. And the last one is the Choi. He is a monk at the Joseon Dynasty. He established Daru. Daru means tea tradition and tea etiquette. So he compiled the information about tea and making how to make and how to drink a tea and tea etiquette. He collecting all of this. So he is called the saint of tea in Korea because he compiled the information. And he also friendly with Jung and Kim and Jung. So according to records, they love to drink tea at the temple, and they are friends, maybe friends. And yes, that's the tea history of our country. And we will gonna current Korean tea culture. Yes, until now, do you have any questions for our tea history?
I'm sorry, can you repeat once again?
Do you have any questions?
Okay, for everyone in the room, if you have any question, you can send it on the chat room. For now, there are not questions for the.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Kamsahamnida.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Atik.
Okay, there is one question in
Um,
the chat. It is from Mr. Bambang. The question is still not clearly how tea bring to Korea. It is the seed from China and planted at the Korea.
How to bring to Korea? It's a seed from China and planted at Korea. You know the two kinds of origin, right? So one is from India and one is from China, right? And yes, from India, we bring the seeds from India and planted at Korea. And the other one is the seed we bring it from China and planted at Korea, right? Right. According to Second. but the first one is more earlier, bring from India. Yes, before century 48 before century. We bring the sea from the India by our queen. Do you understand?
For Mr. Bambang, is the answer enough to answer your question? A little bit.
Yes, it's hard to understand because of it's a complex. I don't know. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, are there any question from the previous matter that already said about Korean tea history? If anyone have, okay, there is a question from Mr. Ati. I have been in Seoul and Jeju Island before.
Okay.
Before pandemic COVID-19, I am wondering regarding the young generation whereby prefer tea than coffee.
Actually, some of the people does, and some of the people not. And until today, young people likes coffee more than tea, but some people also like tea more than coffee. But many people like tea. Many people like coffee, not tea.
Okay, there is a question again from Mrs. Rohaya Hati. It is, so the tea variety in Korea is Asamika from India?
No. Because until today, there's a our tea culture is various, and it can be it is a change to our nation. Can you understand? It's not. We cannot say the Korean is Indian. No. Yes, I'm not sure about this question, but I can answer that it's no. Yeah. And the second one is I know originated come from China and spread to India. As Japanese bring by monk to Japan as planted at Japan as a part religion activity, as Korean the same reason in history. Yes, hello, Bang Bang. I'm not sure about the other countries' tea history, and yes, it's a hard question to answer. Yes, I'm not sure because the records is various and history is very subjective. Not yes, yes, history is different from the country. Yes. Yes. Let's go to the Lorenzo's question. I want to ask how the techniques to making tea in Korea. Did they learn how to make tea from China or India? No, actually no. Because we have a originated tea making method, but some people also learn from the China. But some people also have their own method to make a tea. Is that answer enough? Is that answer enough? Yes. So some people does and some people does not. Yes. And I think this question is will be rest because we have some lectures left. Yes, La Jamala. Thank you. Is there any research institute or research organization focused on ticks common in Korea? Korea is a cold weather country. How about tick growing season in Korea? Then punk every bounce like in Indonesia. Thank you. There are so many questions. Yes, we also have a research institute and organization. If I answer, yes, but I can't remember now. But if I Google, I can send you the name of the institute. And yes, Korea is a cold weather country, yeah, compared to other Southeast Asia. But we are focusing on our tea growing season is focused on spring and summer. Or then plunk. Sorry, I don't understand the last sentence. Monks. Yes. We just harvest tea at spring and summer. Yes. Yes. Summer and spring. Maybe March to July. 감사합니다. Yes. Thank you. We go to the lecture and current Korean tea culture. So Daru is established by Choi, and it means tea tradition and etiquette. Because of this Daru, our tea culture is affected by Daru. So the picture shows the drink tea is very formal. It's very formal and traditional. So our tea culture today is affected like this picture and paper. But today also we have some movements to our young people. So they considered they think the interior is important and the design is important for young people. So like a right side of tea, it's also tea, but they made it very beautiful. So that kinds of movements is occurred in Korea. And we are talking about the tea cities. This is our location, and our tea cities located at this and this and this. So these are Boseong, and these are Hadong, and these are Jeju. Have you heard about these three locations? Jeju, Hadong, Boseong. No? Okay.
Jeju, I've heard Jeju.
Ah, yes, you have heard Jeju, right? Jeju is famous, but famous for visiting place, vacation place, but it is also famous for tea. So we are gonna check for Hadong. So Hadong is famous for making tea, and the World Expo is held in Hadong. Yes, the expo is like that, very biggest expo, and but sadly it was held at last month. And the next tea city is Boseong. Boseong is famous for making tea. Yeah, that's it. Actually, I don't put the many pictures of these cities because this kinds of picture is maybe seen many times by you. And next thing is Jeju. Yes, Jeju is also famous for making tea, green tea. And there's a tea museum in Jeju. So if you have a visit the Jeju, you'd better to go to Oslo Tea Museum. There's a famous places in Jeju. Okay. Yes. This is the end of our lecture. Yes. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. That was such an interesting topic we have today. Moving on after the presentation session, now we have the Q&A session. There is a question from Mr. Bambang again. What is the most popular tea at Korea? More green tea or black tea? Do Koreans have the post-fermented tea like China?
I'm not sure the green tea is popular in Korea, but green tea is a famous tea in Korea because we making green tea. And so yes, maybe people also like the black tea, but green tea is more famous. Some people drink a pearl tea, and they collect a pearl tea because because of investment.
Okay, for Mr. Bambang, is that answer enough to answer your question?
In tea Korea, why the higher tea elevation level, the higher tea quality? Higher tea quality. In Korea, actually, in Korea, the tea culture is not big compared to other nations. So there's some tea evaluation festival, but I know it is not work. So I cannot say about the higher tea quality and higher tea and tea level elevation level. Oh, why the tea? So, sorry, I cannot say this question. Yeah, I cannot answer to this question because actually I'm not sure about the answer.
Okay. Are there any question again?
Yes.
Okay, once more. Is Korea make tea like pu'er? About the culture you talk about dado, it seems and same sounds as chado in Japanese. Do you know dari?
Do you about Dari? What's it mean? Dari? Dari Korean tea ceremony. I'm not understand this question. Yes, I don't understand.
So for the question is, do Korea have fermented tea? So it is processed by fermentation.
I say that we have a purity, and I don't say we make a purity. So we didn't. Some people does, but most tea maker doesn't make a purity in Korea. So they buy the purity from the China.
Okay, there is a question about dari.
Okay, understand. 다리, tea culture. Yes. 다리 is like a tado, right? Same words. And next thing is which one the biggest tea production in Korea? Private Korea, government, or small farmer group? Oh yes, there is also private company. This company also is thus, and Gongcha is a biggest tea company in Korea.
Okay, there is a question about Osolok Tea Garden as the tourist destination in Jeju Island. Could you tell a little about the Osolok Tea Garden?
Yes. Sorry for passing the question. Could you tell me about also look Arctic Garden? Ah. Oh yes. Oh yes. If you can visit the Jeju, you uh, can visit this museum freely. uh, I have already visited this museum during pandemic. So in Korea, the pandemic situation, I think a pandemic situation is almost over. Not over. I'm not sure, but you can visit. If you can visit the Jeju, you can visit the Oslo. So Oslo has many tea brands in museum, and you can buy the berries tea. Yes, berries tea means green tea and blending tea and black tea and other teas. So you can buy the tea and you can taste the tea and you can experience making a tea, and yeah, and you can see the history of the Oslo, and the and the the picture over the Oslo is very nice. So I can show you the picture. And that's the Oslo Tea Museum. So great, a great view, I think. Very beautiful. Yes. Is there any question?
Okay, are there any question again? Okay, there is a last question. When Darye or Dado usually do at Korea is special event or do regularly?
Okay. Some people does a tado and some people does not tado. that's the principle. And yeah, there are also institute in Korea, but I'm not sure there are in I'm not sure they are in Jeju. So if you want to visit the Jeju and learn about the Tado, you should have some research. But yes, yes. Yes. Tado, Jeju has a tea institute. It still have a special school for it. Yes, I have know the school, but I can't remember now. Sorry. But yes, there is an institute in Jeju. Yes, thank you.
Okay, are there any question again?
Yes, I think any book of Korean culture. Yes, there's many book written by Korean. But if you can read Korean, I can recommend that book. But I don't know the book written by English or other nations, other languages. There are lots of books about tea, but you can read it by Korean. Yes.
Okay, I think that's enough for today. Before we wrap things up, let's take some photos together. So for the participants, if possible, please turn on your camera. And on the count of 3, please give us your best pose.
Hi.
For the participant, please turn on your camera and we will take the photos together.
Please turn on your camera. Hi.
Okay, on the count on 3, we will take the photos. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
감사합니다.
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 Okay, because the photos are taken, before wrapping things up, for Mr. Lee, do you have anything you wanted to say before we finish our session today?
Thank you for listening to me. And actually, as you know, I'm not great speaking English, but I want to say thank you for listening to my offer English. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, great, because our session already ended. Thank you, everyone. We are really appreciate for your attention and time that already given to us. Thank you for Mr. Lee as well for being our speaker today with an amazing topic that you have brought. Thanks again for joining us and see you on the next webinar on the 13th of September. So please make sure you are not missing out. See you.
See you next week.